Is it working? Oh, hold on. Oh no, here, I'll just share it on Facebook, babe. I'll share it straight to your messenger, actually. Send. Yeah, I'm just doing... You gotta like go around, kill certain enemies to unlock these pieces of armor for the next DLC, so you can start off with more power. Comes out in October. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's on the moon this time. It's awesome. Yeah, it's made by the same people. Yeah, Bungie and Activision put their companies together to make this game, and then Bungie split with Activision, and now it's just Bungie. I think so, yeah. No, it's owned by Microsoft, not Bungie. Bungie sold it to Microsoft, so Microsoft owns all the rights and all that shit. The games are pretty blasé. I played the latest one. It was nothing special. It looked good, but it was nothing different than the others. But yeah, it did look really good. I played it on a PS4 Pro as well, and it was ruthless. Huh? No, nothing. It's my day off tomorrow and Sunday. Yeah, I just started a new job. Oh, true, the wizard. What do you do? Is it not? Was it the last place I remember you working at was the fucking car groomers or some shit? Or a rental? Oh, Jiffy. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Why? Why, it's got an angle, eh? Oh, sweet. Mean. Yeah. So Mickey Mouse. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But they don't, so you just ride it.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, I'll just keep riding that fucking meal ticket, mate.
Do come back soon.
I'm pretty cooked right now. I'm pretty cooked.
So, how did it feel? I hope you took time.
That was at Jason's house. Tara's brothers. Yeah. He's got like this metal die-cast car collection. The big ones.
There wouldn't be a last city to come.
No, he lives in Senton down the road. Yeah, he lives next door to my parents.
The
Yeah. So it's pretty cool now because he's out here, so I spend a lot of time over there getting fucked up.
Need to keep that cape clean, dear.
Ah, yes, that would have been cool. I saw that on Facebook. That would have been sick. Oh, he was all sick. Fucking eat some veggies, gun. Yeah. Help me. Yeah, don't be a bossy. He don't be a soft cunt. Let's do it. Yeah. You weak bastard. Oh yeah. Okay, baby. Sorry, baby. Yeah, yeah. Nah. If you need a place to stay, yeah, that's the one.
If you're here for shows, I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. But I'm still happy to chat.
Nah, 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 nah. Yeah. Yeah. I'll help you, but I'll fucking dig on you the whole time about this. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey? I'm still at the meatworks, I just went to a different one. I had a pretty good job actually at AFCO in Fielding. I was a beef legger. Yeah, I was making good money and shit. Then I got fired, and I got fired. So I had to go get another job. Nah, nah. Urinalysis. They got the mummy. They wanted the mummy. Oh shit. I got away with it for ages, but finally got caught. Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't give me that, eh? Yeah. Yeah, I know, these cunts are hard out at my job. Yeah. So, yeah. I went to, Dad's work when my dad works and got a job straight away, but he's just retired. So, like, he'd been there for 26 years, but... And he just retired, and when I went to the interview, they asked me my name and shit, and, you know, they looked at my CV, and then they said, hey, did your dad used to work here? And I was like, yeah. And they were all buzzed out, so they were like, yeah, you can have a job. I was like, oh, sweet. Yeah, they said, come do a drug test in a couple of days and you're in. And I was like, oh, yeah, because by this time I hadn't been smoking at all for ages. For like 6 or 7 weeks or something. But yeah, so I got in pretty quick. I've done a week and a bit. Yeah, it's long hours though. My old job was 7.5 hours a day. This job is 11. This job has 11-hour shifts, 6 days a week. Yeah, it's better because you get time and a half for the anything after 8 hours a day. Not 40 hours a week, but 8 hours a day. Yeah, so you know, even on minimum wage, which we were on $17.80, even on that, I still made like $9.50 after 6 days, which I thought was pretty good. Yeah, that's long days, bro. That's long days. I was doing like 38-hour weeks at my other job. You know, doing short days and still making that much on $32 an hour, bro. But oh well, it was all bound to end eventually because I was sneaking, like I was smuggling in someone else's piss every time I got sent. Yeah, but I think the testing company got wise to it and they've started testing for like gravity and all this other shit as well. Yeah, so I went and did one. Huh? Yeah, they do randoms like 3 times a week. They pick like 15 people in the building and the van comes and you got to go outside and do a piss test. And I always had like like Brandon's piss or one of my workmates' piss in a little bottle, and I just like sack it between my leg and my nuts and wear tight underwear every day. You do this every day and change it every day. Yeah, you know, I got away with it for fucking ages. But then I went on ACB, bro, and when it was time to go back to work, they sprung me with a drug test right then and there, and I only had old air's piss in the car. I had like an old bottle from like a year ago in the car. Yeah, so I heated it up in the car on the way to work because I had no one to get it off. Everyone was at work and it was like 4:30 in the morning or some shit. So I heated it up in the car and it didn't work and I was fuck. Yeah, after that I was fucked. But I mean, I had heaps of money sitting there in my holiday pay fund, so they paid me out and I managed to survive. I between getting the sack and starting my new job was 5 weeks, and I was all good. Yeah, I didn't get behind on anything. Fucking hell. Yeah, she's building. Mm. No, she just works for a builder and he's teaching her heaps of shit. He's retired. Yeah, they've got 2 houses in Ashurst. Her and her business partner bought them. Cost like fucking $150 for both. That was like kit set houses from Presidential Homes. But her business partner, he's like a 60-year-old retired builder, and he's rich as fuck, and he knows everybody around, and he knows the guy that owns Presidential Homes, and the guy gave them the houses on credit. Said you can take them now and then pay the balance when you sell them. So they had to ship them out to Ashurst or truck them out there, put the foundations down, put the houses up. So the houses are finished now. They're just doing the decks and the fences and the driveway and all that shit. And yeah, so he just gave them the 2 houses on credit. and they went halves in the land. So we didn't have any money, so her business partner just fronted all the money, and when the sales go through, he'll just take what he fronted us as our 50% investment. Yeah, so, but yeah, she went to a fucking meeting with the real estate people, and they reckon they can make 100 grand per house selling. But she's actually in court right now fighting the previous. He sold the land in the council report. It said that the water, power, and sewage was connected, but it wasn't, and it's fucking something like 25 grand to get it connected. Yeah, so she and her business partner are taking the previous owner to court for the 25 grand to get the utilities hooked up. And they reckon they're going to win. The lawyer said they'll probably win because knowing it was hooked up with some shit, yeah. But yeah, nothing much else has changed. I'm still a wasted cunt. Still at the meatworks. The kids are about fucking 10 times bigger. Jesus. Hendrix is sitting right next to me in the lounge. But it's unbelievable, bro. He's a fucking monster. We not long got back from his basketball game today. He's pretty good at that too. He's quite big, bro. He's 120 something kg. And he's fucking tall, bro. And he's got big, like, meaty fucking tree trunk legs. And he's pretty good at basketball too. Like, he smashes the other kids over. It's hilarious to watch him play. It's good. But yeah, no, he's fucking massive. It's nuts. And you know, you imagine the fucking looks I get from people when we're in the shop and shit, and they say, "Oh, is that your brother?" And he's like, "Nah, that's my dad." And they're like, "What the fuck? This cunt is your dad." It's funny, is. But you know, you get tired of explaining the stepson situation, so you just say, "Nah, that's my son." And some people go, "Oh, too," and some people go, "Holy fuck, bro, really?" Cunt's got a full-on fucking beard, and I don't even have nothing on my face at all. And they're like looking at him, looking at me, going, "What the fuck?" What's her name, Paige? You know what's real fucked up, bro? Talk about circle of life. I was playing PlayStation with these dudes. I was doing the Destiny raid with these dudes from Canada, and one of them's like, "Where are you, stalkers?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm in New Zealand." And he's like, "Oh, my sister lives in New Zealand." I was like, "What's her name?" And he's like, "Oh, something something." And I was like, "Where does she live?" And he was like, "In Wellington." And I was like, "You're Canadian, eh?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Do you know most of her friends?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah." And I was like, Do you know her friend Paige Rupel?" And he was like, "I don't know, I'll check her Facebook." And he had a look on her friends list on Facebook, and he was like, "Yeah, she's, I think I've met her, she's on her friends list." And I was like, "That's my brother's girlfriend, they live in Wellington too." And he was like buzzing the fuck out. I was like, "Holy shit, bro, that's like so circle of life." It's like, yeah, whatever. Fuck you and your illegal weed. Yeah. Yeah, would have been told me. That would have been cool. And you could just buy it, eh? Could you buy any as a tourist in the legal states? Could you buy weed as a tourist in the legal state? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. So jealous right now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. called the Greenery. Oh, the Dactory. Yeah. The worker. Oh man. Yeah. I'm not surprised. Oh yeah. That's nuts. Yeah, of course it is, because it's all been grown in proper places now, not out in the bush or out in the forest. True, I like it. Wow. Hey, have you heard the new Tool single? Have you not heard it? It's on Spotify. It's nuts. It's nuts, bro. It's not like a masterpiece, but I really like it. But yeah. Who? No, it comes out August the 30th, bro. Comes out in like 12 days. Yes. It's called Fear Inoculum, and that's the name of the first single too. They've only released one single, but Rolling Stones gave it 5 out of 5 and said it was a masterpiece. So I'm like super excited. And the dude said the last song on the album is called Tempest. He said it's 20 minutes long, and he said it's the greatest thing he's ever heard in his entire life. I was like, oh man, I have to hear that shit. He said it's just packed with heavy bass and guitar riffs, wicked ass drum solos. Fuck yeah, bro. I know. But you know, after so long, 13 years, you think that they would have released like something awesome. You know, of course they would. But it's 80 minutes long, the whole album, and it's only got 7 songs on it. So I mean, yeah, the songs are pretty long. Yeah, and the new single is #1 on Billboard charts right now, and it holds the world's record for the longest song ever to feature as the #1 song on America's Top 100. It's pretty nuts. All their albums are in the top 20. Every single Tool album has been bumped into the top 20 since they released all their music on Spotify and iTunes and shit. Yeah. And plus, people like me that listened to it years ago and have been waiting forever. So the new album, right? The album comes with a 4-inch HD video screen on the front of it with like a tripod to hold it up. And it comes with speakers and a USB charger. And it comes with comes with a 36-page booklet. It comes with exclusive Tool videos that you won't see anywhere else but on the album, and it's $140 at JB Hi-Fi. Yeah, $140, bro. I'm getting it. I'm pre-ordered already. I mean, I'm gonna pre-order it on payday. I mean, $140, bro. Like, what the hell? But it looks nuts, bro. I just honestly can't wait to listen to it. I'll take the day off work. I'll ring up sick and be like, oh, I won't be, because it'll come straight up my Spotify as well when it comes out at midnight. Yeah, I've got a. If you look on Spotify, there's like a thingy that says it's like a countdown timer. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, yeah, I had that, but I had to delete it to make room. Yeah, I just grab all of them, babe. You can buy them. You can buy them and like not download them. Yeah. Old Nailer. Yeah. I want to wait till it's like pinnacle technology before I spend any money, eh? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. That's why I haven't bought it, because I'm waiting for it to come. Because apparently the PS5 is going to come integrated, bro. So you only have to just go and buy the headset and that's it. Or it comes with like the thing you wear already. Yeah. PS5 is coming out next year. Oh, bro, mine never gets turned off. It's like on 24/7. You got to give it to Sony for making a quality product, mate, because this thing's been thrashed. And I bought it second hand, and it's like the first generation one that came out. I bought it second hand from EB Games. Yeah, I know. Woodamoo told me. He said you had the sickest PlayStation ever. Yeah, yeah, but it's cool to have it though, you know, because if you hardly use it, it'll last longer. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, well, I tried to let my mate watch one day, but my internet connection's not stable enough. It's pretty shit out in Sanson. It's pretty rubbish out in Sanson. Yeah, so, but you can just stream it on YouTube, easy as. I stream when next time we do a raid, it'll come up on your Facebook feed. You see this shit, but it's a whole nother level, eh? It's not like those other fucking video games. Like, it's pretty awesome. Like, you can fully customise all your weapons. Oh, yeah. Boring. Fucking hell. I don't want to fucking... It'll be like on Black Mirror, those two dudes fucking having sex with their avatars. Have you seen that episode on Black Mirror? Have you not seen Black Mirror? Yeah, the new season is like these two black dudes, and one's a dude and one's a chick in the game, and they fuck each other. It's crack up airs. That's them two. In their hentai costumes. Yeah, tell them I said that. Say, oh, Henry was giving you guys shit. Shrew. Yeah, no, he messages me every now and then on PlayStation. Yeah, yeah. Just like, oh, what are you playing and what have you been up to? Not much, bro. Yeah. Or when he got it, he messaged me and said, this is my PSN ID. And I was like, oh, sweet. Yeah, I know, yeah. He's always posting up his goddamn fucking food pictures when I'm stoned as fuck and hungry. Pics or it didn't happen. You should say pictures or it didn't happen.
Another Vex construction project. Their persistence is inspiring.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, that's cool though, over there.
Unless they do. That is also possible.
Cool, different. Yeah. And he's clever. He's like really clever. Finally a man who can have intelligent conversation. Hurdy-gurdy. I'm doing public events. So like these like little missions will pop up randomly when you're out in the patrol areas. There's like 8 planets and they're all like huge. You know, this is Nessus. This is a planet called Nessus, and it's those robots are the Vex. Like the lore behind this game is nuts. Like, so you see those robots, how they've got. See how those robots have got that white shit in their stomachs? That's the intelligence that is driving the machines. Yeah, it's like a biological virus, but it's, I don't know, it's like an intelligent bacteria, and but it has consciousness and it can terraform things. So what it's doing is it builds these robots out of planetary materials, like by terraforming planets or mining them or whatever. Yeah, so it's just like intelligent bacteria that drives around in these exosuits. But their sole purpose, their sole directive is to fly around the galaxy, planet to planet, and terraform every planet into their likeness, you know. They want to turn everything into data and computers and shit. Yeah, it's pretty buzzy. But they control time as well. They have like there's like this like thing hidden on Mars, and it's called the Heart of the Black Garden. And it's like it's the intelligence that runs all these robots, like, you know, because it's like a hive intelligence. Yeah. And like in Destiny 1, you go there and destroy it. Oh, it's pretty cool. Fuck yeah, it's long. Like, it'll probably take you a good amount of effort to run through the entire campaign from start to finish. Fuck yeah, a real cool story. Nah. If you did that, it'll be another year or 2 before you even get onto this game. Yeah, it's like content-driven games, eh? Yeah, the story's awesome. Yeah, you'll like the story in this. Yeah, well, this is just like Halo, but like 20 times better. You know, there's more RPG elements, like leveling up and unlocking supers. You can see, I'll show you. Like, this is my weapon, all my weapons I've got on me at the moment. This is my character. Like, you know, you have all these different types of armor. So like purple being legendary, which is pretty standard. But then you get these yellow armor pieces and exotics, and they've got like cool abilities. You know, like yeah, and these are supers. There's Arc Strider, so you can like use lightning, shit like that. That one's Night Stalker, where you use void powers, and that one's Gunslinger. So you can have like a flaming hand cannon that you can one hit anybody with, and you can do all these different fucking supers. There's 3 on each subclass. 3 different supers pertaining to the 3 different elements. Yeah, you have all these guns, like this gun here, Jotun. It's a fusion rifle. It shoots like, here I'll use it. It shoots like these bolts of fire that are these like balls of flame that track enemies. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Jotun is Norse for giant. But yeah, it'll follow enemies if you shoot them with it. I need someone to shoot. You motherfucker. Oh look. Yeah, they just come in every now and then in the ships. See, watch, it'll track them. Yeah, see the blue writing? The blue names? See the one in front of me, Mr. Zakis? That's another player. I think it limits you to about 20 players per space. Like, so every time you go to a social space or to a different planet, you can only have about 20 players in the lobby at one time. Yeah, but I can bring up the map. And look, that's all the planets. All the planets you got. Yeah, I think it's 30 seconds. Yeah, but there's all these different... Oh, yeah. There's all these different planets. Like, there's Earth, then there's Mars, Titan, fucking Jupiter's moon, Mercury. Mercury's pretty dope, bro. Like, Mercury, so there was this dude called Callis, and he owned this big army, and he's got this big planet-eating ship called the Leviathan. Yeah, and he like... Yeah, there it is. And it like swallows planets. It's nuts. Yeah, and you have to go and fight as legions. Yeah. The raids are the best part, bro. The raids are so cool. Like, it's crazy as. Like, they call it... Yeah, they call them mechanics. Where you've got to, like, do certain shit. Yeah. There's a race called the Fallen. And they're trying real hard to take over the uninhabited parts of Earth. And the humans live in a place called the Tower. Yeah, the humans live in a place called the Tower. And it's like the last city on Earth. The last human stronghold, yeah. So this is like 10,000 years after now. From now. Yeah, and there was this like big triumphant, like 500 years called the Golden Age, where humans like learnt how to travel interstellar, you know, learnt interstellar travel and done all this cool shit, you know, explored all these, inhabited all these planets like Mars, the Moon, Mercury, and then this evil presence turned up one day called the Darkness, and it started sending out, you know, darkness minions, I suppose you'd call it, to wipe out humanity, and we were fucked. Yeah, the darkness came, and we were fucked, you know, because we were only puny humans. And then this magical orb called the Traveller turned up out of nowhere, and it's like powered by some celestial light, some shit. So it's like an opposite to the darkness. Yeah, and it gave us these light powers. So we're guardians of the light now. So what it did is it's got these little machines called ghosts, and they go around with a spark of the Traveller inside them. Yes, you can get it. You can dress it up in different shells. So here's my ghost. And yeah, the ghost goes and finds a dead body, like the remains of a dead human, anywhere on Earth, and gives them the light of the Traveller, and it resurrects you back. Yeah, I was in Russia on the battlefield, dead at the start of the story in Destiny 1. Dead on the battlefield in Russia and in the Lost City. And yeah, my ghost woke me up, told me what was going down, and it all started there. It's pretty cool, man. It's like an everyday, it's a kind of game you can play every day for a year and still not finish. Like, you can finish the story, but there's still a whole collection of armour and weapons to get. There's still, like, raids to do. Yeah. Yeah, you'll like this one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I got that. Oh, yeah, I've got that too. I finished that. That was pretty cool. The story mode was pretty cool. I didn't verso.
back from a hunt, I see.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah, and you get these things called engrams. They're like these little things that drop randomly from certain enemies. Yeah, like this one here is a prime engram, so it'll drop at maximum power, 750. And it'll give you a piece of armor or a weapon. Yeah, but you got yellows. Yellows are the most valuable. They're the best. Yeah, I'll show you my collections with all my armor and shit. So I've got quite a way to go though. Like, yeah, I've nearly collected all the exotic pieces. Like, these are all the weapons. Some of them like come with like super hard quests that you have to do to finish them. Like that one was really hard. Outbreak Perfected. That was really hard. Yeah, and like this one here, Whisper of the Worm, the sniper rifle. This was hard. Where is it? Oh, there you go. Yeah, it looks cool. The weapons and shit look cool. Woodenmoo plays this when he comes over. He just jumps on the Crucible, the multiplayer. You know, the team deathmatch and shit. Yeah, he just jumps on that. But even that's pretty cool. Ah, you haven't finished yet. Yeah, this is the tower. This is the last living city. I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, see, that dude, that's the Traveller. The big celestial orb that turned up and gave us our powers. It's pretty cool. Big giant fucking glowing orb in the sky. But we got attacked recently in the storyline, so he's a bit beat up. And there's the city. Looks pretty buzzy. Whoa. The last living city. See, all these people here are all different players. This guy, this guy. These motherfuckers here. Yeah. See that ship? That's my ship. Whenever you come in here, your ship gets seen flying off. It's funny. Yeah, there's a big event going on at the moment called Solstice of Heroes. And you got to get these fucking weak as fuck armor pieces. Here, the green ones, and you got to do them up by doing certain missions and shit. It's like, oh my god. But I've run out of stuff to do, so I've been doing that. What do we got? Yeah, and all the weapons come with perks. That's actually pretty good. Outlaw. That came with Outlaw, which if you get a kill, you get fast reloads. And it came full automatic too. Oh yeah, like weapons come with like perks, and so there's like these weapons like this one. See how the outline is gold? That means it's a gold roll. So I got the best perks you can get, which is Onslaught and Rampage. Rampage, every time you get a kill, you get increased damage, and it stacks 3 times. And every time an Onslaught is the weapon's rate of fire increases as you stack Rampage. So it's a pretty good gun. Auto rifle. But there's auto rifles, there's like fusion rifles, heavy machine guns like this big beast here. Heavy machine guns. Rocket launchers. That's pretty cool, big rocket launcher. That tracks enemies. Yeah, good job. Hand cannons, which are pretty cool. Hard to use though.
You are a hero to us.
Yeah. If you get it, I'll play the story with you. It'll take a while, but I'll be able to destroy the enemies because I'll be super strong. Because I'm maxed out. Yeah, it's fun. The story mode's pretty cool too. Yeah. I think the base game is quite cheap, but all the DLCs have extra chapters to the story. You know what I mean? But I think you can buy like a all-in-one edition now for quite cheap. Like, you know, it'll come with the game plus all the DLC. Yeah, that'll be someone else to play with too. And then I can like run you through all the exotic quests and get all the cool weapons that are real hard to get, but we'll get them. And there's like, they call them jumping puzzles and all the like quests and raids and shit. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. you kind of get the gist of it when I say jumping puzzle. It's like jumping on platform. It's like platforming, but it's real hard because if you make a little mistake, you're dead and you have to start again. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, but worse. Worse. Like straight up, bro. And you got to do this while like on a timer with like a million enemies trying to shoot the shit out of you. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool. The raids are something else. It's kind of hard to explain. You can't really explain it to someone. You actually have to. They have to be there playing it to kind of get what's going on. But yeah, it's pretty buzzy. But you're not an idiot, so you know I can teach you pretty easily. Some people they. Yeah, but I was like that too. But when I got into this game, everything else is. I haven't played any other games for ages, but I keep buying new games and like play them for half an hour and then turn them off to play this. This is just so much more fun. Yeah, it's like, but there was this like, in Destiny 1 there was this guy called Crota, right? And he was like the Hive King. So there's a race of aliens called the Hive and they feed on light. You know, they feed on light, so they want to kill us and feed off our light. And yeah, they had a king called sorry, not Crota, they had a king called Oryx. And so he was different from all the other Hive because he had the powers of the Taken. So he could transmute any living being and bend them to his will. So he'd just like turn a whole bunch of creatures against us, you know, with his Taken powers. And they called him the Taken King, yeah. And we had to do this big storyline to kill him and then finally do the raid and finish him off in the raid. It was nuts, man. It was the coolest storyline ever. But the cool thing with this is if you want to like get more in depth, you got to play the game and unlock this shit called lore, and it like gives you all these pages to this book. And once you've finished it, you read the book and it like gives you a massive backstory on the whole game. Yeah. 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 Yeah, so there's all these different factions of aliens. There's like the Cabal. They're like big Ninja Turtle looking things, but all they do is war. That's all they care about is conquering everything. They're pretty hard out, yeah, they're pretty cool. They use like Roman names. Yeah, there's like the Hive, which are like, yeah, they all governed by one mind. But they can also work independently if they want. Yeah, then there's the Vex, which are the time travelling robots. It's just like they never lose, because if they lose a battle they just go back in time and try again. But interestingly enough, the humans are the first species I've ever come across that they haven't been able to obliterate, because we keep winning. Yeah, so you have like, yeah, it's pretty hard out. And then there's the Scorn. These guys here, they like come from hell, basically, and they want to terraform our planet to the same as theirs. They want to make it like a living hellscape. Then there's the Taken, which are the dudes that Oryx takes. See, I'll show you what they look like. They're all black and like shadowy. See, yeah, there they are. Taken, yeah, motherfucker. And yeah, you collect the orbs of light when you kill enemies and it builds your super. And when it builds up fully you can use it. Oh, there's a public event. I can get a flag. And then I can show you my awesome super. Pew! Yeah, this is my ghost. So I bring it up and it gives me markers of interesting things around the whatever I'm exploring. But this is the public event. So you rally to the flag and then it gives you a timer. And when the timer runs out, the event starts. But when you rally to a flag, it gives you your super and it fills up all your ammo. Yeah, watch, I'll show you my super. This is our Arc Strider. Motherfucker. And jump, and then slam. Boom. Planetary materials are used to upgrade weapons. Deal. Yeah, get it and I'll play it with you. Fuck you. Tara plays it. Have a look on the PlayStation Store. No. Yeah, we're in the party. So we're in a party, so if you get in the party audio is prioritised over everything. Let's go up to the search and type in Destiny 2. Destiny 2, I suppose it'll give you a whole bunch of options. You want the one with Forsaken. Forsaken, that was the last DLC. So the new DLC comes out in October. So if you get it soon enough, we'll play it and I'll get you to maximum power. So when the new DLC comes out, you'll be ready to fight on. Destiny. Destiny. It is my destiny. Destiny 2. Yeah, that's the new... Oh, yeah, that's not bad. That's actually pretty... No, that's just a DLC though. You want Destiny 2 Forsaken Edition, or the edition that comes with all the DLC with it, because it's cheaper as a bundle. Yeah, the new DLC is $120. Ah, yeah, so that'll give you the new DLC when it comes out too. How much is it? Yep. Yeah, bro. I know, but that's the newest DLC. Hasn't even come out yet. Comes out October 1st. But that gives you three more years of DLC. If you buy that edition right there, you'll never have to pay for any more DLC for 3 years. And the guys that created Destiny, they said it's got a 10-year. They want to have 10 years of updates for Destiny 2. Oh, yeah. Get I got Tekken 7. It was only $20. It was a while ago. I don't know how much it'll be now, but it'll still be pretty cheap. You get the EA Access Pass, bro. $7 a month, and it gives you like 30 games to download for free. EA Access. It's got all the new sports games on it, 2019 editions. Basketball, NHL, gridiron, soccer. All the battlefields are on there. Like I'm pretty sure like 5 or 6 Need for Speeds are on there. Yeah, we got it. EA Access. You pay the subscription and there's a vault that changes every like 6 months of all the different games you can download. DLC's a waste of money, bro. It's just costumes and shit. Tekken Bowl, the bowling game. That was on one of the other Tekkens. It was so gay. Yeah, that'll have all the costumes and credits to buy shit. Waste of money. Just look for the standard edition. Holy shit. Just wait, it'll come back on the PlayStation shop on sale. Cheap as. That's where I bought it, on the PlayStation sale. They do it once a month, it changes. Yeah, bro, yeah. Yeah. Especially when it doesn't give you actually any game advantage, it just gives you cool different costumes to wear. Yeah. No, you gotta buy them now. It's like in UFC 3, I bought it because Bruce Lee was in it. Turns out you gotta pay an extra like $40. So, what? Yeah, we got like a full-on clan in Destiny 2. There's about, I'd say about 30 of us now. Yeah, because you have clans. Yeah, I'll show you. Go to the roster. That's my clan there. That's who's online at the moment. 3 of us, but look, there's like all them. 30 or 40 people. Pretty cool. There's always someone to play with. These are all my missions and stuff I have to do. Yeah, I just looked at the clock, it's 1:15. Yeah. And I said to myself, it's my day off. I work 60 hours. I'm gonna chill in front of my PlayStation. No, it's good to hear from you, man. Fucking awesome. It's been a long time. It's been real long. Yeah. We're coming up to Wellington to the zoo sometime soon, so I'll make sure to give you advance warning. We're coming up to the zoo sometime soon, so I'll let you know. Maybe you can walk around with us and the kids at the zoo for a couple of hours or some shit. Yeah. Yeah, we've done it. We've done it once, I think. We went to the museum. Yeah, I didn't go visit anybody. We just went to the museum and then had lunch and then went home. Like, I didn't even go and see Watermoo. No, we just went to the museum and did our thing and went. He was at work and shit. Yeah. I never hear from him either. I don't take it personally either because I know it's just he's fucking hopeless. He's like, I'll message him back in 5 minutes and it never happens. Fucking hell. Useless. The thing with Watermoo is no news is good news. Because if you don't really hear from him, you know everything's cool. Getting wasted and getting laid. I'm starting to get the savage munchies, I might drive down the shop. You see my new car on Facebook? It's pretty cool though. I got me an XR6. BA Falcon, it's nuts, but it's so mean. It goes so good. It's pretty thirsty, but I'm only 10 minutes away from work. So it's all good. Oh, yeah? Are you too? Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. What are they like? Oh, yeah. Oh, like the Suzuki truck. Like the fucking delivery truck looking thing. Oh, yeah, with the big tray. I had a truck, I sold it. I got Dad's old truck when he bought his new one. Yeah, because I didn't have a car. Yeah, he didn't want it. I didn't have a car. He didn't want it in his driveway, but he didn't want it to get rid of it because it had a big cage and shit on it. So he said, you can have it, because I didn't have a car. My car blew up. So he's like, you can have it, but if I need to use it, I'll just use it. And I was like, yep, sweet as. And I drove it around for like 2 years with no fucking reg or off, bro. No diesel tax. Like, never got pulled up because it looked like it's just like the kind of car you don't bother pulling up. It's just a ute. Some cunts just finished on the farm, you know, and it looked alright, you know, so, but yeah, when I bought my, yeah, you can't park it in town. When I bought my Falcon, I sold it. Swapped it for weed to my mate at work. Well, it was starting to get old, you know, get tired. It was starting to leak oil, had to top it up every couple of weeks. Like, you know, it was old. Every now and then it wouldn't start because the electrics were like a bit dodgy. So I said, oh bro, just honestly, just hook me up an ounce or a bit of cash and it's yours. And he ended up giving me like $300 and about 550 bags over the course of 2 months. Like, you know, instead of paying it all at once, he took forever, which was cool. And yeah, I got my car I wanted. I kept on moaning at Tara that I wanted one. And then I seen it at Ian Humphrey Motors for $5,000. 2005, 150,000 Ks. I was like, yeah, that looks nice. Went and had a look, bro. As soon as I laid eyes on it, I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Just perfect condition, eh? Pristine. Not a scratch on it. 2 owners. One in Australia, one in New Zealand. Beautiful condition. Oh, yeah, I'll take that beast. I'm so happy with it. Pay for nothing. Yeah. Get this, bro. I fucking put my profile on Seek. I've got about, like, you know, nine years meatworks experience, right? And I'm like, you know, I'm 32 now, so, you know, I'm not a teenager anymore. And anyway, I put my profile on Seek when I lost my job. And I got a call from this place that does the recruiting for Silver Fern Meatworks in Harwater. Yeah, and they looked at my CV and then rung my old boss, and because he gave me a real good reference. Like, he was bummed out that they fired me for that because he needed me. He really wanted me to stay. And anyway, so he gave me a letter, like a mean ass letter, and gave me his phone number. And when they spoke to him, they fucking offered me a position in Harwater at Silver Fern Meatworks as the trainee supervisor. They wanted someone young, but not too young, you know, with experience that could train up to be a supervisor. And it was fucking 79 grand a year, bro. Work vehicle, yeah. Work vehicle, yeah. And like, oh man, I was like, fuck, honestly, that sounds so good, but it's too far away, and I'm not moving. Well, we talked about just moving to Wanganui, but like on the other side of Wanganui, closest to Harwater. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know, 5 till 3, 5 till 4, something like that, you know, yeah. Nah, we talked about it, but nah, it's fucking... Yeah, probably having to, like, get a flat or something, you know, like a little one-bedroom apartment or something. Caravan park. Yeah, that's what I mean, just go find, like, a homestay kind of deal, like in a pub or something, like, you know, like $80 a week or something. But nah, Tara didn't want to borrow it, bro. You're not going nowhere, boy. You can't stay here every night. Fuck me stupid. Yeah, that too. You did right, bro. You did right. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But then they offered me another one. Oh, they said, what about... Oh, they didn't offer it, but they said there's another position available at FCO in Wanganui. And I was like, oh, well, I kind of just got let go from FCO and fielding for blah, blah, blah. But I didn't tell them that. I just kind of made something up and said, oh, nah, I'm not really interested in going anywhere near Wanganui. Because it's like full of gang members and dickheads, you know. But yeah, really it was. They'll see my name and be like, hey, he worked at the one in Fielded and he got, uh-oh. Yeah, but I got a good job with my dad's old work. Sweet airs, bub. And everyone's real cool. They're all real cool because my dad was number one there, eh? Legend, you know. Fuck yeah, bro. No lies. He was number one. Credentials. I'd like to. I haven't spoken to Tara about it yet. I don't think it would fly, but I wouldn't mind going there for 16 weeks. Yeah, but so you go there, you live there for 16 weeks and work at their meatworks, right? You get paid a living wage, which is like it's like, but like all your food, your entertainment, they do like a bar tab for the workers, like your accommodation, transport, all that shit's paid for while you're there. And so all the wages you make, you don't even touch. You can if you want, but he said nearly everybody just lives off the daily dowry they give you to buy food with. And like, you know, you go down to the pub and you can drink beers on the company tab. Like, you know, so you don't need your wages. And so he said what they do is they go over there for 16 weeks and just work and drink pretty much, or work and go back to their fucking hotel and sleep and read books or watch TV, and then when they get home, their money's already... So the time it takes them to go from Iceland back to New Zealand, their money's come through. So when they get back to New Zealand, their money, or you know, when they get to Australia, their money's come through. And so they do a one-day stopover in Australia, and he said a lot of the boys would go and buy like presents and shit for their families. But yeah, Dad did it, and he came back and he had so he earned £16,000 in 16 weeks in Iceland, because it was all in pounds, euros. Yeah, so, and it's worth more over here, so I don't know how much it was here. But yeah, cracked it. Yeah, bro. They went to like Los Angeles and shit. It was so cool. I was so jealous. London. Yeah, and like there's like a week gap that you can use for whatever. So you can just stop, and they stopped in Los Angeles for like 3 days or 2 days. They went to Las Vegas for like 2 days, and then they went somewhere else for a couple of days before they came home. Which is pretty cool, you know. Nah, he went to London, he went to Fiji. That's it, he would have, yeah. He went to Paris. Yeah. To his homeland, the fucking loser. He went to Paris. Yeah. So he took the plane flight to Paris. It was like an overnight flight from Iceland to watch the All Blacks game. But he couldn't get tickets to the stadium, so he went to the pub instead and watched it in France, just to go to the pub and watch the All Blacks on TV. Yeah, because he couldn't get a ticket to the game. Yeah, so he got to the airport and said, "Where's the nearest pub that'll be showing the game?" And they said, "Here," so he went there. Yeah, so it's a pretty cool thing. But some of the dudes use their wages, and their wife will book tickets when the wages come through and meet them somewhere. You know, like, you know, chuck the kids on a plane with the missus and meet me in Los Angeles in 3 days. You know, my money came through. And then they'll have like 4 days in Los Angeles with their wife and kids. Which I thought was pretty dope. You know, I could ring up Tara when I've got a week left. Nah, she wouldn't be keen with me going away for 16 weeks, bro. Yeah, exactly. And plus it's just asking for trouble 16 weeks apart. I don't know. Yeah, well, we're pretty tight, you know, things are cool, but... Yeah. Yeah. I know Tara wouldn't be happy with me disappearing overseas for 16 weeks. But, like, you know, it'd be a good chunk of money to be made in such a short amount of time. Plus, it's an experience, you know, fucking going overseas for the first time. Never been off this planet, off this thing, island. Yeah, and this was probably about 12 years ago too, 10 to 12 years ago. Me and Tara have been together 10 years this year, and he was going before we met. Yeah. I'll say about 13 or 1400 at the moment. Oh, that's not bad. So he almost doubled his money. But it used to be more than that, didn't it? It's come down quite a lot recently. The last couple of years. Pretty strong. See what's happening in Hong Kong? And how those people are all taking all their money out the banks to try and cripple the economy. Yeah. Ooh. You guys are asking for trouble messing with the China. Yeah, I know. It's nuts, bro. Not bad. Not bad, dude. Yeah, for 16 weeks. It's a long time though, dude. Yeah, I get quite a bit, but tax, child support, student loan, KiwiSaver. KiwiSaver's crazy, bro. She's alright. She was here not long ago. Still don't see her as much as I want to, but still see her sometimes. Pretty, yeah, so the last time she came, she kind of made me feel a lot better, because she kind of pretty much told me that she knows it's not my fault. You know, she's realised that her mother doesn't like me, and that's the cause of all this shit. She knows that now, and I didn't have to explain that to her. She already kind of like worked it out on her own, because she's not a dummy. So I think everything will be cool in the end. Oh, I think so. We don't really pay attention to them. Well, I don't. Yeah, that's whacked as, eh? Like if you don't believe in the universe, you do now, because that's some crazy shit. It's like it all slotted together for us, me and Tara as well. You know, like the whole out of it, like we got together first though, which is real cool, because we don't look like the dicks, they do. Yeah, it looks like they hooked up as revenge, you know, but it's like, yeah, you're only revenging on yourself, because you're the guys that look like idiots, and we look cool, because we're cool, you know. We're cool people, and you're not, so you look like the dickhead. Oh yes, buddy. No. I should have, but would have got the same result. Yeah, go to jail, punch her over, eh? Go to jail, kill themselves. Fucking homos that pull that shit. Yeah, what are you up to, eh? Stopping a baby. Who are you hurting? Your kids, man. You know, I've had some pretty low moments with the whole thing going on with Elise and that, but I could never go away like that. Fuck that, bro. There's just no way. Especially now that I've got other children too. You know, I couldn't, you know, no matter how bad things got for me, feeling bummed out about not seeing my daughter, I couldn't pull that shit on my kids and my missus, no way. That's fucked. Especially when you especially someone like me who knows what it's like to lose his best mate, you know, it's just like, fuck, that'd be too hard out, bro, fuck that. And plus, it's like, I don't want people to say, what a pussy, he killed himself, you know? Fuck that. And that's exactly the kind of thing women would say, you know, oh, fucking hell. You know, don't get me wrong, he'd be bummed out, but he'd also be the first person to say, what a fucking dick for doing that. Yeah, so no, fuck that. But yeah, everything's going to be cool with her in the end, I think, eh? She's going to get older. She's fucking 11 now. Like, real tall. Fucking skinny, bro. Like, holy shit, kid, I could kick you in half. I could totally, like, holy shit. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we plan to. Is there a casino there? Is there mad poke halls though? Or are they just pretty standard poke rooms? I'm all about the gambling, bro. Me and Tara are all about the gambles. Yes. Yes, oh yes. Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah, I bet you're into them now. Nah, it's me. I was just walking out to grab my coat off the table outside. We're not poor, bro. We're far from poor. It's just that like all the money gets poured into having all these fucking kids and house and car payments and all that shit, you know. So it's not like I'm on the skin of my ass without a cent to my name, but yeah, fuck all. But once Tara sells these houses, bro, that's 100k profit. We've probably spent about 20 of it already. But that's like getting her car and shit, getting my car. Like yeah, we're gonna do a trip with the kids and then do a trip without the kids. You know, and pretty much be able to go anywhere. Yeah, we this house we're at now belongs to Mum and Dad, right? So Dad bought it and the original deal was, I'll buy it, you pay me off. You know, sweet as. I'll pay the bank, you pay me what I pay the bank. But it turns out, but then Mum came and said, nah, we'll subsidise you $50 on top of that mortgage payment. So instead of $310 a week, you can just pay us $260 and we'll cover the extra $50. And when the house is paid off, it's yours. When the house is paid off, we'll sign it over to you. It's like, oh, sweet. And now Dad's retired. He went and bought himself a brand new truck and a brand new camper. Spent about 80 grand, and now he's got no money left. So you know what he did? He turned around and he said, he said, I want to sell the house because I've got no money left. So you can either, so he said you can either buy it off me, and I'll give you back 50 grand once the money comes through. So pay me 280, get a 280 loan from the bank. When the 280 comes through to me, I'll give you back 50 grand, and you can either put that straight back on the mortgage, or you can just pocket it and spend it on like new furniture and getting your cars, you know, all that shit. Yeah, or he said I can sell it and give you some money out of it. 30 grand, I think. Yeah, this house is worth cheap. this house is worth like 350. The last appraisal like a year and a half ago. Yeah. 350, so that he wants 280. So we'll be paying 280. Well, in reality, we'll be paying 230 because he'll be giving me back cash. And like, yeah. So, but because I just lost my job, we have to wait. Because I gotta like keep my job for about. No, the bank said the expert said 3 months. Keep your job for 3 months with a steady paycheck, and then because you were in your last job for 5 years or more, you can claim that as your earnings. But because there's been a 5 week deal, because there was a, because you changed jobs, you have to wait a little while. But your yearly earnings will go back to the last job you had instead of like this job, which will be fuck all this year. I've got 39 grand in my KiwiSaver. So I sorted, yeah. I'm sorted. I've been paying the max amount for like 10 years, bro. I got fucking heaps of money in there, yeah. When I started kitchen handing at the Cobb, that's when I started paying into it. And I chose the maximum amount, 8%, and a year or two ago it went up to 10%, so I increased mine to 10% as well. So when I do a full week, bro, I'm paying like $120 a week into my KiwiSaver. So when I retire, bro, I want to have like a couple $100 grand at least. Yeah, but the deposit's fuck all. I want to use that within the next year or two, and then I'm going to have another 30 years of paying into it, so it's going to be chocker. Do it up and then sell it when the Koreans come. Keep it for like 10 years, eh? Yeah. 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 It'll go up a lot, though, because there's a whole bunch of Koreans coming next year or the year after. That's it. 500 fucking families, bro. 500 families. Rent it to those cunts. For heaps. Yeah, we plan to get landscaping done when we get the money from the houses. Heat pump. Just get the modern conveniences that people like heat pumps and insulation, which is already done. It's already done. Just gotta get the heat pump. Yeah. 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 No. Yeah. And put it into something else. Yeah. Yeah, well, we plan to do something like that. Yeah. $390. If we get if we get 280 over 30 years, it's 240. But if we get it over 16 years, it's 390. 16 years is not long. Yeah, because I'll get it paid off faster than that. $240 a week. Yeah, yeah. And the rates and the insurance. Yeah. You just got to be careful with that because of the tax laws are different now for property owners. Yeah. Good. Yeah, just and you can claim everything on the houses. So when Dad bought his houses, he bought that truck. He claimed it on the house, and they said, "What for?" And he said, "Well, I need a truck to do maintenance on my properties." And they were like, "Oh, okay. So you get 33% of the money you spent on your truck back in your next tax return." And yeah, he got like a fucking $12,000 tax return, but fucking prick. Yeah. Even a cone, yeah. I got this little bag of skunk from Shane down the road. Yeah, we went to basketball and then I come home and fucking straight outside. Tara's like, straight outside. I was like, yeah, cone ups, baby. She's all gone to bed, all grumpy. Oh well, good night. Six. Yeah, no, that's fucked up. It's too much work. And just chill, yeah. Yeah. That's your income. Yeah. And there's like, you go to like look on those TV shows where they have young entrepreneurs, and there's this fucking 22-year-old in Britain, bro, that owns 25 properties. And he's fucking just chills. He's got mean cars and everything. He started while he was still at high school. When he was 16, he got a job and saved every cent he had. Got a job, saved and saved and saved until he was 19, and then he bought his first property. 3 years later, he owns fucking 25 of them. That's how fast he managed to get it to turn over. And he's killing it. He's a millionaire. No, he rents them. Yeah. Makes a fucking killing. No shit. Yeah. Fuck, nice. Yeah. 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 Yeah, mean. Yeah. Easy money. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna do some renos. Yeah. Yeah. And come see us. We're doing some renos too, by the way. You know, that would have been a good trade-off though. More rent, but the house gets made nicer. When I was self-employed, bro, before I went to FCO, I was doing like like kind of handyman shit. Yeah, yeah, and but I got so many clients, like young couples with a kid and like a loser boyfriend that didn't have a fucking job. Like I got so many clients like that through Wins. Like, 'cause I just started advertising on Facebook, and they were like, "Oh, I got this one chick, bro. This big fat bitch rang me up, and she said, oh, my boyfriend fucking got on the legals, and he punched heaps of holes in our walls." And I was like, "Oh yeah, do you want me to come give you a quote?" And she was like, "Yep." So I went and had a look, and then she's like, "Oh, Windsor's gonna pay for it." So I was like, "Okay, I'll give you an email tomorrow with the quote." And I went and talked to Dad, 'cause he's real good with all the sneaky shit. And he said go to Wins. He said, have you got your GST registration number? And I was like, yep. And he's like, go to Wins and sign up as an agent. And I was like, what's that? And he's like, an agent is somebody that does work for Wins clients, and Wins pays them. And then the client pays back Wins at $5 a week. So I went in there and registered as an agent, cost nothing, and went back to the house, quoted them like a fucking ridiculous amount. It was something like fucking $1,700 for like 5 holes in the walls, fix a cupboard door and replace like 2 door handles. Yeah, it was fucking off the chart, bro. Dad said charge them $45 an hour because they won't even blink. They won't even check how much it is. They'll just run it through and you'll get your money. And bro, he was right, bro. They never once questioned anything. I used to charge them like $60 a day for transport, travel cost. Oh, I come from Sanson. So it's like shit like that, bro. And it was fucking crazy, bro. I was like lying about the material costs. Like I had to go and buy a door for this one lady because the wind blew it shut and smashed it, and then her son broke the frame trying to open it one day. And you know, when I got a door, it was like $8 at the building recyclers. Like I charged it out at like $120 because it was a nice door. Like I put it down on the receipt, $120. Like I made a fucking killing off Wins. Like, oh my god. Like one lady's like, "Can you mow my lawns once a week?" And I was like, "Yep." She was like, "How much?" And I was like, I'll come have a look and I'll tell you." And I went and had a look, and it was quite a big lawn. And I was like taking the piss, bro. And I was like, "Yeah, $60." And she was like, "It's okay. Wins is paying for it. It's part of my living subsidy. They'll pay to get the lawns mowed at my state house." And I was like, "Oh, true. Yep, $60 it is then." Yeah, it was like not a big lawn, but not a small one. Yeah, I used to go. But I used to go and do, if I needed money, like if I needed money that day, I'd just go and do it anyway. Like even if I had done it like 3 days ago, I'd go and do it, and then I'd take the thing into Wins, and money would go in that night. So like it's like, fuck, I need money for a packet of smokes and a tinny. Oh, I'll just go do those lawns tomorrow. And the lady was like, oh, this guy's so good, he comes and does them, keeps them really nice, blah blah blah. Yeah, no fucking, yeah, I used to just use it as my weed money. Yeah, we are waiting for Tara to finish her 2 houses in Ashurst and sell them, because then we'll make about, after we pay the business back for the money we've spent, we'll probably have about 60 or 70 grand. You know? Yeah, so we're going to use that too. We're going to use that too, like maybe 50 grand of it as a deposit, plus whatever was in my KiwiSaver. Yeah. And still have that money left to spend on whatever. Yeah. At the moment, I just want to. What I really want to do is go, like, on the outskirts of Sanson and buy, like, if I had the money, I'd go and buy like $1 million worth of land. You know, a whole bunch of blocks on the side of the road, and then just wait like 30 years, and then put them up for sale, because they'll be worth so much more in 30 years. Yeah. Land is crazy, bro. We looked at a section in Sanson up on Cemetery Road, and it's not very big. It's got a creek running through it, and it went for 150 grand. The fucking side of the road section. Fucking hell, man. Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. Yep. 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 I get you. I get you. Favela. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. For 5 houses. 5 rent spaces. Yeah. Well, Watermoo's place, it was like it was pretty close to town, you know. It was only like a 5-minute taxi ride. And he was paying, it was like a shithole, bro. It was like airy, full of gaps, damp. Smelt mouldy in the kitchen, like in the bathroom was mouldy. Like, it wasn't flash. It wasn't like a hovel, you know. They presented it well, but it wasn't flash, bro. And they were paying $750 a week, bro. Like, what the fuck? The 2-story place that he had 2 couples, it was him and 2 couples. And they had the upstairs bedrooms and he had the one down below. Yeah, that's the house he lived with. The one before. No, he was with Jess, but before he was with no, Susie. You know, the from Australia, what's her name? The girl from Australia. Susie Bentley. What's her name? What was Mrs. from Aussie? What was her name? It wasn't Susie, eh? What's her fucking name? I can see her face right now. Like in my mind. Jenny! Jenny! That's it, yeah. He was with her there for a while and then she went back to Aussie. I miss my family, I'm out of here. In other words, New Zealand's a fucking boring shithole. I want to go back where it's exciting in the big city, yeah. She's not a country like a New Zealand girl. She wanted to be shopping and on the nightlife and, you know, what do they call it? Socialite. Yeah, come back to Australia. He was like, nah. But, so I hear, what am I... Nah, too late. I got me a girl named Jess with a fat ass. I'm good. Yeah. Oh well. I don't blame him. Yeah. I don't blame him. He's got no responsibilities but himself. He wasn't in love. She was. Yeah. Yeah, I went there. True. Yeah. 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 Sure enough. Yeah, he told me what happened. He said they were finishing up and then so Paige was going out with like a bunch of all the other girls to go clubbing or whatever after work one night, and so they had some drinks at work before they left, and then she said to Woodbury, do you want to come? And he was like, nah, I'm alright, I'm not really in the mood for going out on the piss. And then she's like, I got some MDMA, do you want to just come back to my house with me? And Woodbury was like, okay, sweet as. And he reckons everybody went back to her place, did some MDMA and just had mean sex all night. I was like, that's fucking awesome. And he's like, and that's us, bro, in love, doing it. Gonna get married, motherfucker. He's like, he reckons she's way better than Jess. Laughing and shit. Yeah. Fucking sell out. Yeah, you're so cool. Fucking jerks. Oh yeah, I just found it on Facebook. Tara's they're starting the sheds. There's some photos on there. Hold on, I'll just tag you so you can see the photos. Comment. Jeremy Whistler Willis. Yeah. You know, that's funny. Woodamu's funny. I don't blame him for playing up, bro. Because if I didn't have no kids and I didn't have no responsibilities, shit'd be so fucked up in my life right now. It'd be all fucking crack up. Be a crack up, bro. I'll be out there. Worse than Woodamu. Way worse. But yeah, that's what Tara's up to. Making me some moolah so she can pay my car off. Shit, Tara. Nah, she's fucking doing really good. Say it on there, I dare you to. I want you to. Say it. She'll see the cool side. She'll see the cool. It'd be funny if I'm like, she'll be cool, and then she's like, your mate's a fucking dick. And he gets all cut up, super sensitive about her building skills. Nah, but it'd be funny if she was. But fuck, I get some fucking out of it reactions when people ask me at work and shit. You know, like, oh, what does your missus do? Oh, she's a builder, and they go, oh, what? I go, she's a builder, and they're like, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, Brandon. He's gonna be a builder too, he reckons. I said, cool. Yeah, I said, cool. All you gotta do now is learn how to get out of bed. You'll be away. He's doing it at school. It's called Gateway. Yeah. Yeah, it's in his last year. He's doing a Gateway program. He doesn't have to, he's doing it at school. So every Friday he goes with Tara to work, and they do his like these like certain stuff he's got to do. So they'll just like, oh yeah, we need to do that for this, so you can just come do that. I'll show you how to do it, you know, and then you do one. Blah blah blah. When I got off season a couple of years ago, me and Tara went and did this big 5-car garage in Ashurst. Fuck, it was a cunt. He's probably asleep right now, so you probably won't hear about it till tomorrow. That's always you. Take it. Take it, motherfucker. Fuck yeah. Yeah. You got fucked up, nigga. That's funny as hell. Gee, yeah, I remember the last time me and Tara came to Wellington, we came to the assembly and she fucking wigged out, remember? She fainted. Yeah, well, it was. We went to the doctors the next day, and it was acid build-up in her fucking something, so it caused her to faint. I was tripping on that shit. Yeah, acid build-up or something in her fucking. It's like an iron deficiency condition, but yeah, it was like a full-on like fucking. This is so gay that this is happening right now, kind of moment, you know? Because I was like, yeah, like yo, what the fuck, dramas. She was all good after that. We went back to Willamers and went to sleep, and she went to sleep. Like I slept for like 2 hours. I couldn't go to sleep because after all the excitement I couldn't sleep. I slept for like an hour and a half. Yeah. Assembly. Yeah, that's right. Is it? What? True. Of course they do. Of course they have a mechanical ball, yeah. Buzzy, I want to have a go on one of those. I reckon I'll be pretty good. But that's probably what everyone says until they have a go. Get nailed. I'll be decent, you know. But not too light either, so I reckon it's all on the fucking hips, mate. And these hips have had plenty of exercise. Yeah. Oh, true. Takamaru, eh? Where's that? Oh, okay. So full on Bushmary. Bushmoldy hard. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty fucked up now. I better go to sleep. I just gotta make sure I turn the oven off. Had some fish fingers. Oh. Oh, burn the house down. Fuck you, I bet. I live in the dog box. Fuck yeah. Yeah. No, it's good to hear from you, mate. When we do the zoo trip, I'll let you know. Even if we just fucking sit down and have lunch somewhere when we're there, or whatever, it'd be all good. Sweet. Yeah. That's definitely be on a weekend. Oh, sweet. Lots of car parking. Fucking Woodamoose place, no car parking. Fucking hell. Oh, cool, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep too. I'm fucking smashed. Just hold the PS button down, go down to power, and then turn off power. Later, bro.